Okay. So constantly we are looking for happiness from the objects of the world. Who is this fellow looking for happiness? Atma cannot look for happiness because Atma is happiness itself. Jiva cannot get happiness because it's not real. The moment it gets happiness, is anyway it's unreal. Okay. What is happiness? Happiness is when subject and object become one. Right? Which is actually non-duality. Non-duality in the physical world. What are temporary non-duality? Subject, I love coffee. So moment I put 1 cup of coffee in my mouth, subject has become object. Subject has become one object. Aha, what a coffee experience. Coffee and me have become one. Subject and object have become one. Right? So that's called yoga. Subject and object momentarily becoming one is called yoga. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga. Momentary connecting of subject and object is called yoga. Now, jnana is, yoga is when there is a separation, momentary separation, momentary union. Whereas jnana is transcendence. There's no union required. So in this yoga, you start getting happiness. Why? Subject and object become one. When subject and object have become one, the mind is silent momentarily. So when mind has become silent, you feel expanded because subject and object are one. Now coffee is not coffee, me is not me. Me and coffee have become experience of coffee. Right? From Jiva, you have become Deva. Deva is the experience. Subject and object have become one. Okay. So then, but this mind only records before happiness. I got a cup of coffee and happiness was there. During happiness, mind is not there. Mind has become silent. After happiness, I remember the last event, which is coffee. So coffee gives me happiness. So I constantly crave for objects of the world, anatmas, possession, relationships, profession. So that time, you question what is this cause for happiness? The cause for happiness, you associate with a cup of coffee. But really, cause for happiness is mind becoming silent. When the mind becomes silent, happiness of bliss of self is reflected in the mind. The mind cannot understand. The mind can understand real cause of happiness only through jnana. Right? So how does this transition happen? How to get rid of this addiction to objects? Karma yoga, bhakti yoga is the way. First step. Or any type of yoga. So while doing yoga, in yoga, you'll feel happy. While doing job, you'll feel happy. While during devotion, you'll be happy. At least from result being happy, you are shifted to action being happy. That's called bhakti and karma yoga. Then gradually you understand, I don't need to do anything to be happy. That's called jnana yoga. Did I answer your question? From object and result, my focus has shifted to the interactions.
Prabhu, that understanding, I don't know, maybe it's still not giving that happiness, or is something missing in that understanding. Like now we know that okay, objects cannot give you permanent happiness. So
right.
Happiness is the nature of the self.
Right.
But then you also expect jnana to be another object which is going to give some permanent happiness.
No. Jnana is not object. Jnana is actually denial of all objects.
So what that happiness, like I don't know how to put it. Like that happiness is still not there.
So the happiness is still not there because one who's seeking happiness is still there. The seeker of happiness is still there. So in karma yoga and bhakti yoga, seeker of happiness becomes dormant during the action. In jnana yoga, seeker of happiness disappears in samadhi initially, gradually all the time. So the happiness is not fully blossoming because the seeker is there. Rudiments of seeker is there. Some trace of seeker is there. Okay. So we'll close for the day. So can you stop it?